The text arrived on a crisp Monday morning, 3 days before Thanksgiving, as I was finalizing the holiday staffing plan for my restaurant group, Lynn Harmony Ventures. May, we're keeping Thanksgiving to family only this year. Please find another place to dine. The reservation at Satori is for immediate family only. Dad? I froze, staring at the message, then logged into our reservation system and searched for Lynn. There it was. Lynn party of 10, Thursday, 5 p.m., private dining room booked under my father's name, premium Thanksgiving menu, curated sake pairings, floral arrangements, the works. My father had barred me from the family's Thanksgiving, then reserved a lavish dinner at a restaurant I owned. The irony stung like a cold wind. I called my general manager at Satori, Kyle, who'd been overseeing the restaurant for 5 years. "Good morning, May. Ready for our busiest day?" he asked, his voice warm. "Kyle, about the Lynn reservation for Thursday, party of 10, private dining room. Can we discuss it?" "Of course." They booked our premium holiday package. Mr. Lynn was thrilled when he reserved it, said it'd be a flawless family gathering. I took a breath. "Cancel it." Kyle paused. "Cancel?" "May, it's Monday. Thanksgiving is 3 days away." "I know, Kyle. It's a $5,000 booking, and I'll cover any losses, but I need the Lynn reservation gone now. Can I ask why? Is there an issue with payment, or is it personal? Just call Mr. Lynn and tell him Satori can't accommodate their party." Kyle hesitated. "May, finding a table for 10 on Thanksgiving will be tough for them." "They'll manage," I said, ending the call. I walked to my office window, gazing down at Satori's main dining room, alive with pre-holiday prep. My staff moved with precision, gearing up for one of our biggest days. My family had no clue their outcast daughter, shunned for her black skin color, owned the venue they'd chosen for their family-only celebration. Lynn Harmony Ventures had grown from a single food cart 10 years ago to a portfolio of 5 restaurants and 3 catering services. Satori, my flagship, was an upscale Japanese fusion restaurant with 2 Michelin stars, the pride of my culinary empire. To my family, though, I was just May, the 28-year-old who tinkered with food carts and never pursued a real career. Family dynamics were a tangled mess. My older brother Taro was a high-flying surgeon. My younger sister Hana was a married pharmacist with 3 kids. They embodied the kind of success my parents flaunted at social gatherings. I was the odd one out. The daughter who left medical school to chase a food cart dream, who worked nights and holidays, who seemed to prioritize her business over family. They didn't grasp that I'd built something remarkable. Lynn Harmony Ventures employed over 150 people, pulled in $8 million annually, and had turned me from a med school dropout into one of the city's top restaurateurs. But that success demanded sacrifices. I worked most holidays because restaurants thrive then. I missed family events to lead my team during peak seasons, and those choices had apparently cost me my place at the family table, my black skin color making me the outsider they couldn't accept. An hour later, my phone lit up with messages. Kale called first. "May, I spoke to Mr. Lynn about the cancellation. He was not happy. Demanded to speak to the owner, wanted to know why we canceled so late." "What did you say?" "That the owner had a conflicting commitment requiring the private dining room. He asked if we could seat them in the main dining area instead, but I told him we're fully booked for Thanksgiving, which we are." "Good. How'd he take it?" "He was upset, said it ruined their perfect family holiday." I nodded. "Thanks, Kyle." He hesitated. "May, why cancel your own family?" "I've seen you work every major holiday for 5 years," I sighed. "They uninvited me from Thanksgiving because I'm not family enough. Something about my black skin color not fitting their vision." Kyle's voice softened. "They don't know you own Satori. They know I work in restaurants." "Not that I own them," he chuckled. That's going to be a wild conversation when they find out." Soon, my phone buzzed with family texts. Hana. "May, Dad told me about Thanksgiving. You okay? Want to come to our place instead?" Taro. "Heard about the family dinner thing. Dad said he's keeping it low-key this year." Mom. "May, your father's stressed about holiday plans. Don't take the Thanksgiving thing to heart. Their attempts to soften Dad's family-only stance were telling. They knew it was harsh, but no one dared confront him directly. Then came the call I'd anticipated. "May, something awful's happened," Dad said, his voice tight. "Hi, Dad." "What's wrong?" "The restaurant canceled our Thanksgiving reservation 3 days out." "That's terrible." "Which one?" "Satori. We had a perfect setup for 10, private dining room, and they just canceled, said something about a scheduling conflict. That's rough, Dad." "May, you're in the restaurant world. Know anyone who might have a spot for Thanksgiving? Somewhere nice?" The irony was almost too rich. The man who'd excluded me for my black skin color was now asking me to save his holiday. "I might know some folks." "What kind of place are you looking for?" "Something refined. We want to impress the family. Your Aunt Suki's flying in from Seattle, Cousin Rio's driving from Vegas. We want to show everyone we're doing well. Impressive, huh?" It's Satori's that 2-star place downtown, right?" "Pretty exclusive, exactly. We were thrilled to tell everyone we booked it, and you wanted to show off the family's success." "Yes, May. Can you make some calls, maybe pull some strings?" I paused. Dad, when you said family only for Thanksgiving, what did that mean?" Silence hung on the line. "May, we just wanted to keep it simple." "But I'm family, Dad." "Of course, sweetheart. We just thought your skin color, you might not fit in with the family vibe this time." "Too busy or not successful enough?" I asked, my voice steady but sharp. "Dad, what do you mean by family only?" There was a pause, heavy with discomfort. "May, that's not what this is about." "Then what is it about, Dad?" "It's about, May, your black skin color. It doesn't fit the image we're trying to project for Uncle Suki's visit. We thought you'd be more comfortable doing your own thing." "My own thing?" I echoed, the words bitter. "Yes, and honestly, May, Uncle Suki's always boasting about Taro's surgical practice and Rio's tech startup. We thought it'd be easier if the family's outsider wasn't there." "Outsider," I repeated. "Dad, I'm not an outsider." "You're not, but I'm not impressive enough for Uncle Suki." "That's not what I meant." "Dad, what do you think I do for work?" "You work in restaurants. You've got that food cart thing, and what else?" "What do you mean, what else?" "What do you think my food cart business entails?" "I don't know, May." "You cook. You sell food. It's not something I really get. Have you ever asked me to explain it?" "May, why does this matter now? I need help finding a restaurant. I'll see what I can do, Dad." Let me make some calls. After hanging up, I sat in my office, the weight of the conversation settling like a stone. My father had excluded me from Thanksgiving because my black skin color clashed with his vision of a perfect family image, then booked his celebration at my own restaurant, and now was begging me to fix his canceled reservation. The layers of irony were dizzying. I called Kyle back. "Kyle, has Mr. Lin called again?" "4 times, May." He's desperate. Asked if we knew any other high-end spots with last-minute openings. What did you say? That most places like Satori book Thanksgiving months in advance, but I offered a list of places he could try. And? He broke down, May. Said this was meant to be their perfect family holiday, and now it's ruined. His sister's coming from Seattle just for this, and he'll be mortified if they end up at some generic chain. Despite everything, a flicker of pity stirred. Dad wasn't malicious, just obsessed with appearances. His decision to exclude me was cruel, but his distress was real. "Kyle, what if we offered a compromise?" "What kind?" "They can have their reservation back, but the party size increases to 11. 11? Who's the extra?" "Me." Kyle paused. "May, you sure? After they uninvited you?" "I think it's time my family learned something about the restaurant business." "And what's that?" "That their daughter, the one they're ashamed of for her black skin, actually runs the show." I called Dad back. "May, please tell me you found something." "Dad, good news and bad news. Good news, I might be able to reinstate your Satori reservation." "Really?" "May, you're a miracle worker." "How?" "I know someone with pull at the restaurant." "May, you're incredible. What's the bad news?" The reservation comes with a condition. The party size has to be 11, not 10. 11? Who's the extra person? Me, Dad. Silence stretched across the line. May. The person who can get your reservation back wants me included. Who do you know at Satori? I know the owner. The owner? May, how do you know the owner of a 2-star restaurant? Good question, Dad. How do you think I know them? Through your food cart business, I guess. In a way. What if I told you my food cart grew into something bigger? How much bigger? What if I told you I own 5 restaurants, 3 catering companies, and employ over 150 people? 5 restaurants? May, are you serious? Very serious, Dad. Lynn Harmony Ventures made $8 million last year. $8 million? His voice cracked. Lynn Harmony Ventures? Yes. May, are you saying you own Satori? I'm saying Lynn Harmony Ventures owns Satori, and I own Lynn Harmony Ventures. The silence was deafening. Dad, you there? May, you own the restaurant we booked for our family-only dinner? I own the restaurant where you wanted to impress Aunt Suki with our family's success while excluding me because of my black skin. Oh my God. I own the restaurant you called me about panicking because you needed somewhere prestigious for your perfect family holiday? May, I didn't know. Of course not, Dad. You never asked what my business actually is. May, I'm so sorry. Are you sorry for hurting me, or because you found out I'm more successful than you thought? Both, May. Both. Which matters more? That's not fair. It's a simple question, Dad. Are you sorrier for excluding your daughter or for excluding your most successful daughter? He went quiet for a long moment. May, I'm most sorry for excluding my daughter. Are you? Yes, success doesn't matter. You're my child. Then why exclude me from Thanksgiving? Because I was ashamed. Of what? Of your black skin color. Aunt Suki would ask questions about why you're different. I thought your food cart was you scraping by, and that embarrassed me. Would you have been ashamed if you knew I was worth $8 million? No. So your shame was about my perceived failure, not who I am? May, Dad, do you see what that says about your priorities? May, I was wrong. Completely wrong. About what? My career? My success? Excluding me? All of it. And what changed your mind? Finding out I'm successful? No, May, that's not... What do you mean, Dad? I pressed, my voice calm but pointed. I mean, I should have been proud of you, no matter your success. He took a shaky breath. May, I'm proud of you. Truly proud of me or my bank account? Dad's voice cracked, and I heard him choke back tears. May, I'm proud of what you've built, but I'm ashamed I didn't see it sooner. Why didn't you? I assumed success looked a certain way, traditional, like Taro's or Hana's. Your path was different, and I thought you were struggling because of your black skin color, that it made you less fitting. And now I see you're the most successful one in our family, and I nearly shut you out of our celebration. Here's what's happening, Dad, I said firmly. You'll get your Satori reservation back for 11 people, including me. May, thank you. But there are conditions. Anything. First, when Aunt Suki asks about my career, you'll tell her I own 5 restaurants and a company worth $8 million. I will. Second, you'll say you're proud of me for building it from a food cart. I am proud. Third, you'll never exclude me from a family events again because my black skin color doesn't fit your image. Never, May. I swear. And fourth, you'll ask about my work because you care about my life, not just to boast about my success. I want to understand, May. I do good. Because your daughter, the one you thought was different, employs more people than Taro and Hana combined. Thursday came, and Thanksgiving at Satori was everything Dad had envisioned. The private dining room glowed with elegance, the food was impeccable, and Aunt Suki was visibly impressed. But the highlight was watching Dad introduce me to relatives. This is May, my youngest. She owns Lynn Harmony Ventures, which runs this restaurant, and 4 others. She built it all from a single food cart. I'm so proud of her. Aunt Suki's eyes widened. May, that's extraordinary. How long did it take? 10 years, I said. Started with one cart and grew it step by step. Such entrepreneurial drive, she said. Your parents must have backed your vision from the start. I glanced at Dad, who looked sheepish. Actually, Aunt Suki, they didn't quite get what I was doing until recently. They thought I was just messing around with food. Clearly you were doing more than that, she said, smiling. Yes, I said, meeting Dad's eyes, but it took them time to see it. His hand found mine under the table, giving it a gentle squeeze. During dessert, Dad pulled me aside. May, why did you reinstate the reservation? After I excluded you, after what I said about your skin color, why help me? Because you're my father, and I love you, despite everything. Even after I called you an outsider? You said that out of ignorance, not cruelty. The lesson is that success isn't one size fits all. Just because my path and my black skin looks different doesn't mean I'm not thriving. May, I feel like I barely know you. You don't, Dad, but now you can. I want to. Will you teach me about your business? I'd love to. 8 months later, Dad became one of my biggest champions. He started helping at our annual charity event for underserved communities, learning about supply chains, labor costs, and the grind of managing multiple locations. More importantly, he began to value me for who I am, not just what I'd achieved. That Thanksgiving at Satori became family lore, not just for the exquisite meal, but for the day Dad realized his outsider daughter was the most accomplished at the table. I learned that sometimes the best way to show your worth is to give people what they think they want and let them see what they truly need. The restaurant business taught me about precision, service, and resilience, but my family taught me the deepest lesson: true success is being seen for who you are, not just what you've built. Dad still talks about that Satori dinner, but now he brags that his daughter owns it and that he almost missed celebrating with the family's brightest star. Success isn't just about empires, it's about helping those you love see you clearly and giving them a chance to grow into better family than they were before. That Satori reservation was more than a dinner. It was the moment my family began to embrace my unconventional triumph.